Hey unicorns, welcome and welcome back to the channel. So today we got a tag video. I'm super excited. Okay, I know I'm behind on my tags, but we're knocking them down one by one. As the title implied, exposing my TBR book tag. I feel this is incredibly fitting because I have reset my yearly TBR. Goodreads TBR, I don't really count that as a TBR. I consider my TBR the books I actually have as my physical TBR. TBR, who is she? I don't know where she went. Have you met her? I haven't. If you didn't know that part, you go ahead and I'm gonna link the video. It's in the card. It's original tag by Reading with Tatiana, and I was tagged by Holly at Lovely Day with Holly, my dear friend. Our TBRs are literally twins. Our shelves are very similar as well. So if you haven't checked out Holly's channel and your reading tastes are similar to mine, go check out her channel. She has great recommendations for Christian fantasy, Christian science fiction, and a myriad of other books. So yeah, so let's get into the tea. How do I come across books to add to my TBR? BookTube, child, BookTube. I just be staying up there on BookTube. Instagram, you know, getting in them reels, looking at all the books. BookTuber Shoutout to person who I add the most books to my TBR be Holly. Hey girl, hey. I add so many books to my TBR from Holly, and the fact that a lot of books that she has on her TBR, I have on my TBR as well. Another channel that I give a shout out to that I have a lot of books that have similar taste to, Thea at Book Talks with Mrs. Thomas. Definitely add a lot of thrillers. When she reads a good thriller and she loves it, I definitely add the thriller recommendations from there. Stacy at Wandering Stacy, she reads a lot of thrillers and Christian fantasy and science fiction too. And Sam at the Book Bunch, she has fantastic recommendations, and all credit to Sam because she was I saw the Star-Lord Legacy. Okay, so it was because of her talking about the Star-Lord Legacy and Chuck Black I found out about it, and oh my goodness, literally one of the best Christian science fiction series I have ever read. Book that has been there the longest. Ooh, now I'm sorry y'all, I didn't give y'all no disclaimers. I don't really have like a TBR shelf. I just kind of float around the shelves, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, child, let's take a look. Let's take a gander. Ooh, I think I already seen one that I know. I'm gonna pull that off the shelf, and everybody gonna say, girl, we was hoping you pulled that book off the shelf. We was, because we all know you ain't read it. So I have a few here. Up top, Redeeming Love. I've had this book on my shelf for a very long time, and I will get myself together and read it at some point in the future. I just don't know when. Song of Redemption. This is book 2 in the King's Chronicles. Continues the story of Hezekiah in the Bible. It is a biblical retelling. Six of Crows. I know. Shooker than shocked. I've had this book for so long. I actually most recently added book. Ooh, Ignite by Kara Swanson. Okay, so this came out at the time of this film, and it's probably gonna be I don't know y'all, October when y'all see this, I guess. It is literally gorgeous, such a beautiful book, and I'm super excited to get into it. Which book will I read next? Mary Virus by Nadine Brandes. By the time my vlog, reading this book, and I don't know at this point in time what my thoughts are gonna be, but I'm super excited to read this. This is Nadine's latest release, The Nightmare Virus. I know nothing about it. I want to go in completely blind, but if you've seen the vlog, then obviously I have thoughts. Most anticipated book and why I haven't read it. Most Reckless by Lauren Roberts. Oh my goodness, I'm super excited to read this at some point in the future. I've been reading a lot of YA trash lately, and I feel like I'm going to end my YA reading season with a bang. Books that I added to my TBR because of the hype. Oh Lord, there's a couple, but I won't tear along with y'all. I'll just give y'all a couple. The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This YA true crime series that she's written, and I've heard great things about it. Brandon Sanderson's Skyward. Again, very hyped. I haven't read Brandon Sanderson's sci-fi before, but I've heard great things about it, and a lot of people that I have similar reading taste to really enjoyed this as well. Shatter Me, listen, I read like the first 50 pages of it, and the hype and the chokehold around this YA series is wild. Recorder, you already know, this is a Christian sci-fi series, and this is book 1. Hopefully I can get to this. This is super hyped, and everyone that's loved sci-fi has loved this book as well. So yeah, I'm super excited to check this out. Books that I added that I knew I wasn't going to read. Oh, Alex and Eliza. Okay. This is the second time me purchasing this. I purchased it the first time last year, and I said, oh my gosh, because I'm a huge fan of the Hamilton Broadway show. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Like, the resistance, the room. Okay, I unhauled it. Then I was out on my haul earlier this year, and I saw it again, and I was like, oh, it's only $2. Okay, let me get it again. And it's in the unhaul pile again because I'm feeling like I'm probably not gonna enjoy it. I had such high expectations. I added this knowing I'm not gonna read it. Girl, heaven breaker. And listen, I know this is one of the most beautiful books that I bought this year from my mid-year freakout tag. I know. Is there a book that you added on a TBR that you know you're not gonna read? And this is the answer. So already giving fourth wing shenanigans, and I'm not subjecting myself to that. Any books on there that I will remove? Let's see. I guess that would be like unhauled books that I will remove. The Lightbringer series by Brent Weeks. I've decided to not continue that series. It's just, I can't be asked. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to it at some point in time, but definitely I need more shelf space. So I'm just gonna unhaul that one. Pride by Ibi Zabowie. Yeah, I've heard some very interesting things about this book, and I don't know if I'm just gonna remove it off my TBR. I'm probably gonna be the ones I'm gonna take off expeditiously. Grand reveal of number of books on my TBR. A rough estimate about where we are. Ooh, 400 and something maybe. If I had to guess, maybe a little less than that. Because it's including these books and Christian nonfiction and some books that I have on another bookshelf in my home. So yeah, that's quite a bit. Lead to tag. So let's see. I'm not gonna tag anybody because it's literally been so long since I was tagged. So I'm not gonna tag anyone, but feel free if you see this video to tag yourself. I would love to see your answers, and like, let's see where our TBRs are now in the game, because TBRs may have changed. They may not exist anymore. We may just be out here reading because we just want to read to have fun, and who cares about all the metrics and the numbers. Thank you, Holly, for tagging me in this video. This was so much fun to do, and that last question got a little bit in my business. I will tag the original creator for the tag in the description below along with the question, so feel free to participate and tag. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This was actually a lot of fun to explore my TBR and my physical TBR, and to see where I am and to hold myself accountable. Let me know all your thoughts down below, and may the Lord bless and keep you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. See y'all in the next one. Bye.